Nation, what's going on? We are here, CP the Fanchise on WFAN, man. I'm getting ready to go on in about 5 minutes. Super excited about this opportunity, humbled and blessed, man. I just want to let you guys know, I always appreciate the support, man. It's your support why I'm here for the most part. And so, I definitely appreciate everybody tuning in, everybody supporting. Here's how you get on. If you guys are in the tri-state area, you should know the channel by now, 101.9 FM or 660 AM, or go to WFAN.com and click on Listen Live. The call-in number is 1-877-337-6666. So that's how you YouTube video. Ian Begley coming on at 11 o'clock, and then we got the rhyme animal Chuck D coming on at 11:40. So we on from 10 to 12. Straight Knicks talk, state of the Knicks, man. We got to talk about these Knicks, man, because we down bad right now. We definitely down bad right now. So we got to get it in. My guy Dave 1D, what's good? Della out in San Diego, what's going on? How you feeling? Salute, man. Salute. Everybody on YouTube, definitely appreciate it. Everybody tuning in on YouTube. CP's Manscaped Razor, what's good? Chris, my guy Chris is in here live and direct. What up, Chris? I saw Tyler on the road driving, man. So salute to Tyler on the road, getting ready to kick off. So for you guys on Instagram and for YouTube, I'm just going to do a little behind the scenes, my little monologue. It's my guy James on the ones and twos. Behind him, we got Kevin, the producer. Kevin's getting ready. We got the track listing lined up. We got the heavy hitters coming in, so listen out for that. And yeah, man, definitely excited about this. Let me show IG the behind the scenes. James, say what up, bro. We out here. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, sir. All right, 4 minutes is showtime, man. So make sure you guys call in, man. It's going to be a great show. Definitely a great show. Getting ready to go.
Super Jewelers 5-star jewelry and service all year. And now is the time to check it out for yourself. Shop Super Jeweler now for free guaranteed Christmas delivery of diamonds, gold, gemstones, and more. SuperJeweler.com. Free guaranteed Christmas delivery. Save now at SuperJeweler.com.
JJ, what's good? All the mods, what's good? 1-877-337-6666 is the number to call. Call me up, man. We out here. IG. Show you how to backdrop.
Manchester, New Britain, Torrington, Waterbury, and Milford. Our wagering kiosks offer tons of sports betting options, from props to parlays, and even live in-game wagers.
1-877-337-6666 is the number to call.
Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat. Spectrum Mobile is reinventing wireless again. Get unlimited on 2+ lines for $29.99 a month per line. No contracts, no added taxes or fees. Includes nationwide 5G. Save up to 60% with Spectrum Mobile. Get unlimited on 2+ lines for $29.99 a month. Call 855-438-2999 or visit a store near you. Offer valid for new customers on 2+ unlimited lines. Spectrum Internet required. Savings based on 2-line comparison of unlimited plans among major national carriers as of 9/20/21. Prepaid excluded. Restrictions apply.
For the ones who are always in the know.
Let's go.
For the innovators and the problem solvers.
We here. Let's go. Anthony on Odyssey, appreciate it, man.
Experienced staff at local branches and free access to experts to help answer your toughest questions. So whatever challenge you face, we have the knowledge and products to help. Call.
Here's my shot clock.
Or just stop by. Granger. For the ones.
So that's how we keep track of the time. The commercial breaks.
Isn't easy, especially during the holidays. Watching your diet, staying active.
Freckle Dragon, what's good? Dave 1D, what's good?
Rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it couldn't be easier. The Sleep Number 360
All right.
smart bed senses your movements and effortlessly adjusts to both of you. Result? You wake up ready for anything. Bring proven quality sleep home for the holidays. Don't miss our weekend.
1 minute before the update.
$500 on select Sleep Number 360 smart beds. Plus free premium delivery when you add a base. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
My online sales are through the roof. Now I need to get these orders out the door.
It's possible with Staples Connect. Staples Connect has you covered with custom packing
Yep.
materials, shipping supplies, and services for your business and holiday shipping.
Okay.
Now buy two, get one free on select premium shipping supplies. Plus get 25% off UPS Express shipping services. Staples Connect, the working and learning store. Supplies offer ends 18/21. UPS offer ends 1/1/22. In store only. Visit staplesconnect.com/shipping for details.
Starting stronger starts at AutoZone, where they've got battery solutions in the form of free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes them America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
WFAN and WFAN FM and HD1, New York.
An Odyssey station.
WFAN Sports
All right, getting ready to start in about 30 seconds or so. It's go time.
Maybe the Islanders are closing in on their first win in their brand new home. Zach Parisi's second period goal put the Isles on top. Right now they lead the Devils 4-2 with about 4:15 remaining in regulation. Bryce Young is your 2021 Heisman Trophy winner, and the Alabama quarterback takes the award for the second straight year. Young follows on the heels of 2020's Mac Jones, who of course now is starring for the NFL's Patriots. College football's regular season came to an end. The Army Navy game at MetLife Stadium goes to Navy. The midshipmen won it 17-18. Congratulations to NYCFC. They defeated Portland earlier today in a penalty shootout to win the Youth MLS Cup. College hoops among the hometown favorites.
JT Riddick, let's go.
54 and Georgetown over Syracuse 79-75. 64 degrees light rain and a wind advisory. That's what's happening.
Let's go.
Sports Radio 101.9 FM. WFAN.
All right, here we go. Salute to New York City. Everybody listening, whether it's on 101.9 FM, 660 AM in the tri-state area. Salute to everyone listening on WFAN.com or the Odyssey app. And if you're tuning in, lock in, because tonight is a historic night. It is an epic night. History in the making, because CP the Fanchise has crash landed on WFAN. The Fanchise on the fan, and it's an unbelievable moment. I gotta say that I am humbled, I am blessed, and I'm grateful to be here on the airwaves to speak to you guys tonight, to host the show tonight. Because this station has been a part of my life for the better half of 20 years. I grew up on FAN. Me being a fanatic of New York sports, fan short for fanatic, FAN was a big influence in that. My history with FAN goes back to, I tell this story all the time, take your kid to work day. I used to come into the city with my dad, and his office building used to be right by Madison Square Garden. It was either like 1 Penn Plaza, 11 Penn Plaza. He was an engineer, electrical designer at that time. And you would go in the office, and all the guys would be in and working on their drafts, working on their craft, on their computers. But you would always hear in the background, the radio, two guys going back and forth, arguing, bickering, bantering. They almost like they wanted to fight each other. It was always contentious. And as a kid, I couldn't understand the fascination with what was going on in the radio. And that show was Mike and the Mad Dog. And ever since then, I was hooked. I would go to sleep listening to the fan. I would wake up listening to the fan. The hosts that would get you through the thrill of victory, the agony of defeat, the breaking news, the rumors, the scandals. I would always tune into the fan to hear the passion, the emotion, and the reactions of the hosts and the fans alike. And so I mentioned Mike and the Mad Dog. I'm sitting right now where Mike Francesa has sat. We are in the Mike Francesa studios. As my guy Denzel Washington said in Crimson Tide, I am at the con. The head honcho tonight. This might be Craig Carton's seat. I think I stole Craig Carton's seat for tonight. But shout out to Craig. Thanks for the seat. So I mentioned Mike and the Dog and their influence. Joe Beningo, Oh the Pain, the Overnights. Used to tune into Beningo. Shout out to Evan Roberts. Tony Page on the Overnights. I used to call Tony Page on my way home from the city on weekend nights to talk Knicks, talk boxing. Jody Mack, Brandon Tierney. Those were the people that had influenced me as a sports fan. When I think about the fan, I think about the iconic callers who I grew so accustomed to hearing. You know, after every event for a particular team, you knew who the callers were going to be that night. Whether it was Ira from Staten Island calling in on the Jets. And to this day, I don't know how Ira gets in every show. He's always first. I think he's got the easy pass or the VIP line. I've been trying to figure out that number for 20 years. But now I'm here. Doris from Rego Park. Bruce from Bayside. Jerome from the Bronx. Always angry about the Yankees. They stink. That was his signature line. So all of that influenced me as a sports fan for New York sports. I'm a diehard Knicks fan, diehard Giants fan, diehard Yankees fan. I watch some hockey here and there on a casual basis, but that's about it. And so the way I got here today was through a very unorthodox path. I never went to Connecticut School of Broadcasting. I never had a broadcast journalism degree. I never entered the Fantasy Phenom contest. But many years ago, a couple years ago, I said to myself, you know, I just wasn't satisfied with the coverage of my team, in particular the New York Knicks. For many in the mainstream media, the Knicks, they were the butt of all jokes, the laughing stock of the NBA. So at the mainstream level, they really weren't covering my team in the way that I felt like it should be covered. And let's be honest, for the last 20 plus years, the New York Knicks have been a train wreck. But nevertheless, the diehard Knicks fan, of which there are many, still wanted to hear about the ins and outs of the team. Because the diehard Knicks fan is passionate. At times they're delusional, but they're very smart. They're very savvy. And so they wanted to hear more about that team. They wanted to feel hope about their draft picks, whether it was Frank Ntilikina, Iggy Brazdeikis, or R.J. Barrett, Obi Toppin. They wanted that inside scoop. They wanted that community to be able to talk about it, to react to it, and have their opinions heard. And so what I did, I took my cell phone, I took a tripod, and on June 2017, I went out to MSG, Madison Square Garden, and I just interviewed fans. I just went on the streets, interviewed fans. I wanted to hear what they had to say about the draft. We ended up drafting Frank Ntilikina. It was the most unimpressive draft in many years. A lot of disappointed Knicks fans that night at the Paramount Theater. But there was some buzz going on also before the draft because there was rumors that Phil Jackson was looking to trade Kristaps Porzingis. So I did get some content for the channel, which would be called KnicksFanTV. And when I put it up on YouTube, there was some minor reaction here and there. The feedback was okay. And I said, this is all right, but I want to have the fans. I want to hear from the fans. I want the fans to call in. I want that Mike and the Mad Dog feel of myself and a co-host going back and forth, breaking down the games after every game, and then hearing from the fans. Because the fans are the most important part of the sports ecosystem. It's the fans that are buying the tickets. They're buying the merch. They're invested in the team, the comings and goings. So the fan needs to be heard. And I took a lot of stock in that and placed a lot of value on that. So nevertheless, in growing the channel, our content has evolved into a post-game show for the fans, by the fans, one that is watched by thousands around the world, not just around the United States. Shout out to Evan Roberts. He's a fan of the show, even though he's a Nets fan. Although he likes to call in, he likes to tune in when the Knicks lose to hear us lament about these losses. But shout out to Evan nevertheless. So over the years, we've grown exponentially. This thing has caught fire. This has been a movement that has taken me to many platforms. You guys, some of you guys out there know my battles with a certain personality who I won't name on a platform I won't name. You've seen me and heard me on SNY TV. Shout out to Ian Begley. He'll be here tonight at 11 o'clock. And now I'm back here on the Fan. And again, it's just, I'm just humbled and blessed at the opportunity. And over the time, the growth of the channel, we've had a number of ex-players come on the show. And that's gotten us through. The fans have loved the stories told of yesteryear from fan favorites like Xavier McDaniel, John Starks, Derek Harper, Rasheed Wallace, Jamal Crawford, Kenyon Martin. Some of the old guard would remember Mike Reardon of the 70s Knicks, the Minutemen, Bill Hoskett. Spike Lee has jumped on the KnicksFanTV bandwagon. We've had Spike Lee on the show. And most recently, one Evan Fournier came to KnicksFanTV. His first stop when he came to New York after the press conference, he DM'd me and said, the fans pointed me in your direction. I want to talk to the fans. They told me you were the place to go. You were the guy to talk to. And we brought Evan Fournier on. We had a great show. And it's the last positive memory that we have of him for right now. It's been rough. But shout out to Fournier either way, man. Stand up guy. He's going through it right now. So nevertheless, we are here. CP the Fanchise, KnicksFanTV. And that is my introduction to those of you that aren't familiar. But tonight, we got to take care of business. Because these New York Knicks, tonight is going to be a State of the Union, a State of the Knicks show. We got to talk. Because at 12-14, these New York Knicks are in a tough place right now. They are down bad, as people would say. And when you look at the unexpected and surprising season that they had last year, 41 wins, 4th seed in the East, Julius Randle, most improved player, Tom Thibodeau, coach of the year, the rise in the second year of R.J. Barrett, so many great stories, the vaunted Knicks defense that captured the league, leading the league in many defensive statistical categories. Right now, everything is the complete opposite. What is going on with the orange and blue people? This is what we need to talk about tonight. Where do we go from here? We have a team that's highly inconsistent. You have the coach 26 games in, several times, talking about the lack of energy, the lack of intensity in his team, which was the one thing that when we go back to last year, you didn't have to question. It was the one surprise, which made the Knicks a great defensive team last year. Not good, a great defensive team last year. Is that they were locked in. They were a unit. They were a cohesive unit. This year is quite opposite. 23rd ranked defense in the league. They give up a ton of wide open three-pointers. A ton of corner three-pointers. The shortest three on the court. You look at the acquisitions that have come in. The prodigal son has come home. Kemba Walker, welcome home. I was thrilled to have him. Yes, we knew he was not going to be the kid that came out of UConn, tearing up the Big East. The kid that made the All-Star team with the Charlotte Bobcats and Charlotte Hornets. We knew he wasn't going to be that guy. But if you were to tell me that 18 games into the season that he would be banished to the bench or banished to the wall for you Game of Thrones fans, and no longer even an active thought in this rotation, I'd be surprised. I talked about Evan Fournier, his inconsistent play. These two guys were supposed to come in here and alleviate the playmaking burden for Julius Randle. They were supposed to provide a pop in the offense, knowing that the defense was going to take a little step back. You would hope that it took a little step back, not fall off a cliff. And now there's no help on the offensive side for Julius Randle. And speaking of Randle, the most improved player, he signed to max contract, a team-friendly max contract in the offseason, but is a shell of himself. You know, when I went to that Knicks versus Hawks series last year, I went to games 1, 2. I went to Atlanta for 3 and 4. I had the opportunity to sit up close and personal. And the person I saw there during that series was a guy who looked shell-shocked. And when I saw that, I said, you know what? This is his first playoff series. We'll cut him some slack. We'll shoot him some bail. Let's see if he comes back stronger next season. But now with Julius, it just seems like the pressure to build on the success of last year, the pressure to be that guy, it seems too heavy for him. As we always say, you know, we always joke on my show that the New York Knicks jersey is the heaviest jersey to wear in the league. And right now it seems like it's wearing him down. Went from shooting 42% from the mid-range last year, potent offense. His arsenal was, I would compare it to Carmelo at times last year. This year he's shooting 30% from the mid-range. Went from shooting 40% from 3 last year. Right now he's shooting 33% from 3. So you talk about the regression from Julius Randle. The regression of R.J. Barrett in year 3 has been a major factor in this team's record right now. You just don't know what you're going to get from young Rowan these days. Are you going to get the guy who left New Orleans with a career-high 35 points? A guy whose hands the coach put the ball in to say, take us home, deliver us this W. After that game, I dubbed him Broadway Barrett. I was so proud of that effort. Or is he going to be the guy that's building a brick house from 3? You just don't know. You just do not know. You look at who the closer is on this team. Several chances during this season, the Knicks have had opportunities to close games. You have guys looking around, unsure who the ball should go to, unsure of what decision needs to be made. They're not executing out of timeouts well. The team is just flustered. Who is the closer on this team? So questions abound for the orange and blue tonight. We're going to talk about it tonight. 1-877-337-6666. Ian Begley will join me here at 11 o'clock. The rhyme animal Chuck D of the legendary Public Enemy will close the show with me at 11:40. We're going to talk. We're going to talk tonight. Knicks Nation, New York, Tri-State. Knicks fans around the country, around the world. Because it's not going to get any easier. They lost a tough one last night to the Toronto Raptors, 90-87. Julius Randle's three-point shot to win the game just rims in and out. A tough one. And it does not get any easier. Because tomorrow you got a matinee matchup against the world champs who are at full strength. And then Tuesday you have who, in my opinion, will be the next world champs and the next MVP in Stephen Curry. And you know the chef is going to look to put on a show. You know the chef is going to look to drop 70 at MSG. And if he doesn't break Ray Allen's record in between now and then, you know he's going to look to do that in front of Spike Lee and everybody in the building on Tuesday night. The Knicks now looking at the 5th opponent's strength of schedule. They have the 5th hardest schedule remaining with 52 games left. 11th seed in the East. An Eastern Conference that is formidable. Who saw the Chicago Bulls ascending to the 2 seed? You have the Washington Wizards in the mix. The Cleveland Cavaliers, led by Evan Mobley, terrific player, should probably win the Rookie of the Year. Terrific player. Leading his team. The Cleveland Cavaliers, ladies and gentlemen. You have the Charlotte Hornets up there in the 8th seed. The East is a beast this year. And so it's not going to get any easier for these Knicks. They're losing games to a lot of teams who they could be in the hunt for playoff seeding. And tiebreakers are going to have to factor into this. And so they have got to right the ship fast. Or else, as Yogi Berra would say, is going to get late early. So as I said, I want to hear from you guys. 1-877-337-6666. We're going to take a quick break and get to your phone calls.
Official station to talk Jets. The Fan on 101.9 FM.
All right.
20 minutes.
What we think? What was the feedback? How'd I do?
Clean. This is like your job.
Appreciate it, man.
Solid,
Appreciate it.
Solid introduction.
Appreciate it.
And how you got here. Like, yo, that's what I want. So when we get out here, summarize that again.
Yeah.
Look,
Nice.
Sound good, man.
Good?
One thing I forgot to tell you.
Yeah.
You can turn your mic on and off right there. And then,
Where? Right here, just off?
yeah, so when you go back on, just click that button.
Just click on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you'll be on the air.
Click on and then
So-
get to the phones.
Yeah. So,
All right.
and then if I see you, struggling with it, I can put them on.
Gotcha.
So.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it should be good.
Yeah, okay,
All
cool.
right. Thanks, yeah. How was the monologue, Kevin? Was it straight?
Good.
All right.
Here I am throwing in some Somers, 1877.
All right.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
I didn't know your story. Like, you just started off as a fan, and
It's a fan.
that's awesome.
It's a fan, man. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
4 years later. So
Yeah.
Look where we are.
Yeah,
So,
man. Appreciate it, bro.
Of course. I was actually at the game last Saturday. They were playing Denver.
Oh.
Dude, my phone's in there, but I was right in section 107,
Yeah.
108.
Mhm.
Unbelievable.
Terrible game, but
Terrible game,
Good,
but it
but
was
good to be
It
at,
was a
right?
fun time.
Yeah.
Craig, he wasn't kidding about the Knicks popcorn. I'll give him that. So,
That's dope,
but
man.
it was my first Knicks game, though. A lot of
Yeah.
fun.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, a lot
All
of
right.
fun, so.
Interesting.
Hopefully get to another one.
Yeah, man. All right, guys, on Instagram and YouTube, I'm just going to cut it because I'm going to start taking calls now. So like I said, you can listen on 101.9 FM, 660 AM if you're in the tri-state area, or go to WFAN.com, go to the Odyssey app, and tune in from there, man. Thanks a lot for your support. Always appreciate it. Hope you guys had a good time. Peace.
Stone.com to find out more. Gift cards are the perfect holiday gift. Valid on
All right, YouTube, I'm getting ready to sign out. Salute.
Diabetes, high blood pressure.
How do I download this? Shit.
If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million
How do you know
of term
when
insurance
you
may
come
only
back
cost
on?
Yeah.
about $200.
When am I coming back? I don't even know. All right, YouTube, I'm about to get up out of here, man. Thanks a lot for everybody supporting, man. Paris Doug, I appreciate it. Who else sent the super chat? Moves Carter. Knicks are living off of last year's record, and they act like they went to the second round. That's a fact. That is a fact. Thanks a lot, man. Travis Adair. Appreciate it. Have a drink on me. Thank you, Travis. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Tune in, man. See you guys in a little bit. Peace.